IT, Electronics and Information Technology Ministry has now finally issued an advisory. It has told social media intermediaries and warned them of deepfakes and also asked them to comply and not violate the restrictions under Rule 31B of the IT law. Udisha continues to be with us. Udisha, what is the Rule 31B of the IT law?
So basically we are talking about this specific Rule 31B of the Information Technology Rules of 2021. Now as per these rules, what the government is saying that social media intermediaries, and when we talk about social media intermediaries, we are talking about WhatsApp, we are talking about Twitter, we are talking about Google's YouTube, Microsoft and other companies, intermediaries we are talking about. So they are saying that these technology companies have to be proactive and they have to be very vigilant in terms of hosting, displaying, publishing, storing, etc. of the data, of the content which is AI manipulated. So that's a specific rule we are talking about, and the government has been proactive, and for the deepfake regulation they have issued a social media advisories to these technology companies. Now the technology companies have been issued a social media advisory, and as we talked about, it's the Rule 31B of the IT rules 2021 that we are talking about. And it has been said that, you know, Sam Altman himself said this, that 2023 is the year of AI, and definitely the AI content is being around on social media. Now the government, if we talk about from the perspective of India, the government held meetings with technology companies, and I talked about the technology companies. So these meetings were held on 22nd November and 23rd November. Now this year only we are talking about these meetings, and these meetings were conducted as part of Digital India dialogues with these stakeholder companies. So what the government is saying, that given the rise of deepfake content, we had deepfakes of Rashmika Mandanna, Katrina Kaif, Alia Bhatt, and we have deepfake videos of, you know, Narayana Murthy, we had deepfakes of Ratan Tata promoting something on social media, but these are deepfakes. These are not, this is not the content that the user has himself or themselves produced and put up on social media. So vigilance is very much required, and social media intermediaries play a huge role for being vigilant and, you know, awareing the users of what is happening. So the social media users, they are under the obligation to report these violations to the law enforcement authorities, so that these law enforcement authorities can take action on the, you know, culprits and the perpetrators of people who are non-consensually putting up deepfakes and AI manufactured content. And earlier this year, the government also said that individuals who are affected by deepfakes, for example, I am a person who has seen a deepfake of myself viral on social media, then I have a responsibility, a moral responsibility, collective responsibility to actually file a first information report to the nearest police station, so that remedies can be taken as per law, actions can be taken as per law.
All right, so an advisory therein has come from the government warning social media intermediaries, which include WhatsApp and all your social media platforms, telling them to be cognizant of the IT rules of India, which prohibits certain kind of content to be aired. It's also telling us, the users, to flag these to social media intermediaries so that they can take action, essentially waking up to the deepfake menace in the country. This is not a separate advisory. This is just a reflection of the current existing laws, where the government is essentially telling social media advisories that there are laws in place. We want you to be cognizant of those laws, and no fresh advisory seem to have been issued, but just advising them on what the law of the land says. Perhaps there could be a bigger, more comprehensive law in Digital India Act, which could be tabled next year, not in this winter session of the Parliament, not in this session, but perhaps in sessions to come. Next year is when we can expect a detailed advisory on deepfakes. But that is all we have as far as government's advisory to social media is concerned.